Let's see, my sobriety date is April 18th, 2012. I go to AA, but I love the Warriors Project. This is where God meant for me to be. I believe in Jesus. I'm a firm believer in Jesus. And I can't tell somebody to believe in a God other than that one. That's why it don't really work too well for me in AA. I can go, it's just, let's see. My first drunk, I was 8 years old. Came from an abusive family. My father's a drug addict, or an alcoholic. Was anyway. He would come home and beat my mom and the four of us kids. I'm the youngest of the four. So we came up with this great idea that when Dad came home from the bar, we would get up and chill out with him. So in turn, we drank alcohol with him. We did that for many years. So if I had a buzz before 8 years old, I don't remember it. And I didn't even realize that I had a buzz on alcohol until I got sober. At the age of 8, all I remember was laying down and everything spinning. And, I don't know if I just mentally blocked that out or what I did, but of course, let's see, I smoked weed at 11. My mom and dad finally did split up, and us kids just ran wild. We did whatever it is we wanted to do. I can tell you I am so grateful that I am in recovery today. I'm not going to go into a lot of details because he wants to cut this short. I was very dysfunctional, and I still have days that I'm dysfunctional because Satan is after anybody that's trying to live right. Trust and believe that. And he attacks me every single day. That's his goal, to destroy me. But Jesus is taking care of that. I fought a lot. I got beat up a lot. Dysfunctional relationship after dysfunctional relationship. Married straight into what I was raised into, an alcoholic husband. We then turned to crack. I tried heroin, and I didn't like it. It made me sick. I thought, who wants to feel like this? Give me some crack, So that was my deal. I did the speedball thing, and all I could do was lay there and just in misery, and I didn't like it. So the way I look at addiction is addiction. It doesn't matter what drug you're on. I can be addicted to shopping. I'm an addict. I have those personalities. I can be addicted to a lot of things. I was addicted to men for a while. Not since I've been sober. Just through my life, I felt like I had to have a man to define me, to lift me up, and make me feel like I had a purpose. Today, Jesus does that for me.
Absolutely.
I am talking with somebody that I used to date in high school. We've been talking for probably a year and a half. And I think he is going to come down here and see if we can make this work. And he too has like 4 years. So he would be perfect warrior material. We will see what God's plans are with that. But you know what? I've been alone for pretty much since I've been sober. I dated a couple here and there. They wanted one thing, I had to go. There was a day when giving that up for drugs, that was me. Not no more. I was on disability. I want to share some of the good things, you guys. Because there's a lot of bad, there's a lot of ugly, and I've lived through a lot of it. I'm dealing with my addict daughter right now. We had a blow up. It was ugly. However, she is trying to stay sober now. Eventually she will make her way here. I wasn't bringing her today though, because she's a little crazy right now, and I'm not going to bring that drama here. She's been talking to Aaron. She got mad because I can't sponsor her. I'm your mom. You still don't have enough respect for me, and you don't listen. You're just like me. You don't listen. I'm hard-headed. I try to control things. I want things to go my way. Some things I can accept if they don't go my way, like right now. Okay, it just wasn't meant to be. But some things, man, I get pissed. I ain't even gonna lie. I still have a temper. But God's dealing with me on that, you know. I was on disability for 10 years. That was my crutch. And then I got sober. And I was working a part-time job and getting disability. And then on the days I was off, I was cleaning houses under the table. And didn't feel right. I paid my tithe. I gave Jesus the money that was owed to him out of what I did. But today, hopefully really soon, I'll be off of disability at my request. I work a full-time job at Adventure Harley-Davidson, washing motorcycles. And now I have my new landlord, because I was living with my crazy daughter, and I had to get out of there. I can't live in that chaos anymore. That's what I used to live like. I can't do it today. It destroys me. It destroys my serenity. It's just all bad. And it's hard to have to walk away from your kid. But I gotta do what I gotta do. And she's gotta get through what she's gotta get through. I try to be an example for her, and she knows she's had 9 months sober before. So she knows the help is there. She's just still in control. She's really not. She just thinks she is. But her life is slowly spiraling out of control, and I'm thanking God for that. I prayed for that. It might sound twisted, but the sooner we hit our bottoms, because I had to hit several of them before I got sober, the sooner we're going to get better. I know she's protected by Jesus, because I pray for that too every day for all my kids. I have 2 children that won't speak to me. That's hard. My youngest is 15. She's glad that I'm sober, but she too has the character defects of control, and she can't control me. I'm not going to stop doing God's will, and this is God's will. Helping people get sober and save lives, kicking addiction ass. That's God's will for me. He didn't bring me through a 30-year addiction to not do anything with it. I've been raped. You know, I've been hurt. And I've hurt people. Some physically, some mentally. But I've had to forgive myself for that. My kids still choose to live in my past and play the guilt card, which don't work anymore, by the way, on me. And I tell them, if you want to live in the past, you go ahead and stay in my past, because I don't live there no more. It took me a while to forgive myself for the things that I've done. But once God showed me that there was a purpose, there's not an event or any choice that I have made in my life that I have not been able to help somebody in sobriety with. So that's how Jesus just turned that bat around and uses it for good. And It's awesome being sober. And every day is not easy. I cry, I get angry, I have bad days, but I know where to turn. I still try to take control of some things, and I usually screw things up when I do that, because I get in my will. God has blessed me with a brand new motorcycle to ride in this ministry. And I knew when in March I bought a Sportster, 2016 883, and she was olive green, and her name is Olive Oil, and I call her Ollie. And I rode her for about 3 months, and I decided, okay, I do a lot of riding, so they're tired of pulling over because I got this small tank. I would like something a little more comfortable, you know. So I prayed about it, and God hooked me up with the 2016 Dyna Switchback. And I didn't like it at first. On the way home, I dropped it. Couldn't pick it up either. Somebody had to stop and help me. I thought, oh God, I want Ollie back. At least I could pick her up. But that's not how it was meant to be. This is a warrior motorcycle. There's a reason that the only one I could get my hands on was black. See, God just showed me these things. No, we're not going to be signing my motorcycle, because one day I'm going to trade that. But I am going to get the Warriors emblem that's on the back of the car. I'm going to get that on there, and I got a few things that are going on with the fenders that I would like to do. There is no reason for me to switch back to alcohol and drugs. Because see, I can screw my life up real well without them. All I have to do is get into my own thinking. All I have to do is not reach for Jesus. And I will screw my life up really, really good. I don't need no help. The drugs and alcohol ain't gonna make a difference. It's just gonna make it even worse. Are there days I'd like to numb pain? Hell yeah. 2 days ago was one of them. My daughter said some very hurtful things. I try to just let it bounce off of me, but however, I am human, so. I just prayed a lot. And I cried. Don't ever be ashamed to cry either. I want to share this with you guys, you young men. Cry. Letting go of those tears. That's like a pressure valve, okay? The pressure's in. When we unleash those tears, we have opened the valve and we are letting some things go. And that is part of healing. I'm always trying to be this tough exterior thing, but you know what? I'm soft-hearted. I cry. I feel hurt today. And I just talk to Jesus and I cry through it. Most times I'm okay. This Warriors Project is awesome. I just got my patches last Saturday. And just to be a part of this project, I can't even tell you how blessed I am to do this. I live down in Tuscarawas County and I feel like the lone warrior down there, but you know what? I'm really not alone because I got Jesus. And I went to, after last week, after our thing in Tuscarawas Park, I went down to the Ladies Adventure Weekend. And I wore my colors, and I'm not, ashamed of this. And I made sure I put the cards and the pamphlets in my pocket. I keep those with me. And you would not believe the women, because it was all women, that came up to me and wanted to know, what is this about? Hi, glad you're here. So, this isn't just feeling a part of. This is straight advertisement for what we do, and it piques a lot of people's curiosity. And when it starts doing that, you know it's Jesus working through this program. It draws people to us. These black t-shirts, I can't tell you how many people in Tuscaloosa County want these t-shirts. They are attracted to them. People ask me why it says Mafia. I said, I don't know. That's what the president named it. I don't really care what it says. I know what it does. And it helps people. Oh, Lord, I'm having a hot flash. I intend to stay sober. I've fought a lot of battles here lately. But Jesus just brings me through it. You know, when I feel like I told him the other day, can't you just take me? Can't I just come and hang out with you? Just take my life. Like, I can't do this no more here. He ain't having that. He didn't save me from this addiction to take me out now. So I still have a lot of purpose. It's hard watching my daughter do the things I did. Now I feel the pain that I put on my family. And it sucks. And if it weren't for Jesus, I couldn't do this. There's no way. There's no way I could withstand everything that we're going through. There is a way out. And life is still going to be chaotic sober. But there's hope right here in many people. I think it's awesome. Those of you that have lost your children are a part of this. I've lost my kids, but not lost my kids to death. 2 of them don't speak to me. It's okay. I just ask God to take care of that, and one day he'll have us back together, and, you know, if not, they know I love them. They just have to learn to accept who I am now. I'm not that crazy person that would do anything for you to occupy you so I can get high. I'm not her anymore. I'm not the one that's going to let you keep playing this guilt card on me. Just not who I am. God has transformed me. But trust me, he's got a lot more to go. He's got a lot more to go. I have tried to commit suicide 3 times. Twice I was on life support. They didn't think I was going to make it. The one time, first time I was diagnosed with bipolar, which by the way I don't have. I have addiction. But they didn't know that. So I was on these psych meds, like 62 of them in 3.5 years. Nothing was working and I was crazy. Like really, really crazy. And I just was smoking crack to keep myself calm. And finally went to a hospital and figured out they said I don't have that. Well, I tried to OD on all my meds because I had to go through a divorce. So they just send me up to Barberton, keep me 3 days, feel the same meds I just shoved down my throat, trying to kill myself, and sent me on my way. After about another year of that, I said, man, something's wrong, you know? So I went to Indiana where my sister lives. He said, you don't have that. Oh, okay, cool. Here, but take these. I said, I'm not taking anything. I'm done with pills, I'm done. I'm not taking them. So, I relapsed. Went on a 6-day binge. Decided I was just gonna smoke enough crack to kill myself. That was my mission. And it didn't quite work that way. I just kept on going. the Energizer Bunny, like. It didn't take me out. But I had a bunch of pills from when I had the bipolar in this little case that I carried around. And I kept those things for over a year, you guys. I really don't know why I kept them. Apparently so I could kill myself eventually. But I took those, and I walked through Canton, and I had a bag of dope, and I'm a retired iron worker, so I know when you go up under a bridge that has the cement slopes, there's a seat in there that you can sit on. There's a piece of slab. So I went under there so nobody could find me. I had took the pills, walked there. The last thing I remember saying was, "Forgive me, God." And I put a piece of dope on my pipe and started to melt it. And I woke up 5 days later in the hospital on life support. The crack was still on top of the pipe when the cops found it. I fell face forward down 15 feet of concrete. So I had a lot of rat scabs on my face. I quit using for a little while. I never got in the program, you know, so I relapsed again. And I tried to kill myself again with pills. And here I go, back in the hospital on life support. Calling the immediate family, my family's there. My kids are fighting with my family. Needless to say, I stayed sober on my own for probably 6 months. I've known all along who Jesus is. I've known him for a long time. I just walked away from him, but he never left me. I've had guns held in my head, knives to my throat. You know, it's crazy, the things that we get ourselves into. I just reflect back and I just say, "Oh boy, Jesus, thank you." There ain't no other way that I got saved other than him. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to exist anymore on this earth. For the most part, I'm okay. Not everybody has been fortunate enough to survive this disease. A friend of mine I was in rehab with, she was the girl they found in Perry Township here a few months ago, along the side of the road. That blew my mind. I don't think I've ever been that messed up that I could leave somebody like that on the side of the road. So that's how I know what a demon this heroin is. And that's exactly what it is. It's a straight demon delivered to us from Satan, designed to destroy us. Thank God we have Jesus, because he's the only one that can fight this. So if you don't know who he is, I sure love to introduce you to him. I'll talk to you anytime. You can get my number. You can call me 24/7. I'm about 25 minutes down the highway, so if I need to fly down here, I can get here. I do the best I can to get up here on Saturday. Sometimes I have to work and I don't get to make these meetings. But I keep in touch with the warriors, you know. If nobody has told you they love you, I do love you. I don't have to know you to love you, because Jesus showed me how to love like that. I don't love, oh wait, here, let me change that. I love everybody. Sometimes I just don't like them. That's as honest as it gets, you know. You know, brother, I just wanted to share this with you. On the way up here, Jesus told me I was going to be standing here doing this today. And I thought, oh, you're not. They didn't even ask you. You have to prepare for this. You know, like they have to know ahead of time. Yeah, well, I did, and it's okay. You know, I just wanted to share that with you. You were busy this morning, and I didn't want to like freak you out and say, you know what, Jesus told me I was going to be standing up here doing this today. But he did. He talks to me all the time. Sometimes I don't listen. When I asked His Holy Spirit to come in my heart, He came there. The same Spirit that lives in Jesus lives in me. And when I get in my own will, trust me, He lets me know. He loves each and every one of you guys, and I want you to know that. Unconditionally. He doesn't care what we have done. He don't. He got crucified on that cross because He loves you guys. Yeah, I'm preaching. He even loves us now when we make mistakes. Because I do. I just have to ask forgiveness and honestly need His forgiveness in my heart, and then it's okay. He's just so quick to be right there and grab us, you know. Give Him a try. He'll show you, because I am truly one of His miracles. I love you guys.